everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avadon 3. Last episode, we finally completed our quest for Selena and, well, did what we were supposed to do. And, now that I think about it, before we finish up, there is actually one other thing that we'll need to take care of. Just going into Avadon itself to report on Selena herself, because we did finally complete that. Finally complete her quest, so we can report in on that, and we probably should. And then I'll go speak with Selena back at camp, and then it's going to be time to actually move on. So, just to speed things up a bit, I'm going to cut this bit out of running. Alright, Hand Callan, I have to speak with you. Would you like me to report to you? Talk about the hands? Have you met Hand Selena? I only met her briefly. She was a conscript, and like most Tinker mages, she was unhappy about it. She has many goals and fascinations, none of them helpful in the war. As she settled into her work... She can be eccentric, but she works and fights hard. I trust her. Hand Callan makes a few notes on the sheet. Most conscripts settle in eventually. They have no choice, of course. I'm glad for her. She seemed promising. I didn't know much about her, so your words are quite useful. Thank you. And about what we've been doing, nothing to say. Alright. That's taken care of. Now, I'm going to do a quick run back to camp. Once again, I will cut it. Alright, we made it back. Rudau turns out had a level up, so let's give him some dexterity so he can be a bit faster there. 2 points in beast focus. Alright. And Selena, what is the intelligent construct doing now? Shh! She looks around to make sure nobody is listening in. Nobody's interested. Right now we just need to give it time and not lead Redbeard to it. Leave it alone. What is it doing while it's alone? I don't know. Growing, thinking, learning, making a plan for its life? I can't think of anything better, can you? Actually, you have some ideas, but you decide to let it rest for now. Okay. Nothing else to do in here, so... yeah. Time to move on. I suppose I'll grab, Nathalie and... yeah, Nathalie and Selena. Because, why not? They'll probably leave soon anyway, so... well, time to head back. Time to head out for our final mission. Antitia Ruins. Well, almost final, I imagine. Here we are. Your journey through the hostile territory of the Tawon was a long and perilous one. Sure, Redbeard disguised you, but your disguise is of a Kellum noble, not hugely useful here. Fortunately, you are now in the remote wilderness. No patrols or soldiers. No people, really, just the wilderness, with the occasional ancient ruin. Antitia used to be a city of importance. Then it was abandoned a few centuries ago. Now you have arrived at the place indicated in the invitation. Since these ruins are so large, without the invitation it would have taken you weeks to get here. The tracking crystal you carry will be necessary if Avadon is to find you. First, of course, you need to find the actual meeting. You realize that since you are almost to the meeting, you will need to go on alone. It will be impossible to infiltrate it otherwise. With great regret, you send your escort home. Yeah, pretty much. Alright. Looks like there's really only one route to take here. Oh, it splits here, but it probably meets up again. I would not be surprised. Just ahead, the path opens up into a clearing. You think you can see a lone Daramite sitting by a ruined wall. Probably your contact. You are about to try to infiltrate the enemy's most secret base. Even after all you've been through, it's hard to stay calm and composed. You are close to the endgame. It is a point of no return. If you have any unfinished quests or other bits of business, the time to go back and do them is now. No, we have a little bit, but this is the point at which I'm continuing. Nothing else to do for it. We're at endgame. The Antitia ruins are not abandoned. There is a young man of Darum here, sitting with his back to the crumbling wall. He has several amphorae and ceramic mugs. He sips from his own cup of wine and offers you some. Then, politeness concluded, he says, Hello, I am Otho. Hi. Hi. You stare at each other for a while. There's something I need to see. Is this what you want? Finally. Otho leans forward and looks at the invitation. He looks up at you, then back down to the paper. He's not surprised to see it, so you must be in the right place. All right. You need your directions. What are my directions? Otho raps the wall behind him with his knuckle. A section of the wall slides away. Through there, past the crypt. You'll be in a small valley. Enter the tunnels to the east. When you're through, someone will greet you. Better hurry, I don't want any spies to see us. Otho shows no signs of detecting your magical disguise. Redbeard's magic is still effective. Is Delos here? You shouldn't ask that out here. Tell me about the meeting. I hope you're just testing me. You know all about it already, don't you? Anyway, that's not my meeting. I'll get you there, that is all. Anything I should watch out for ahead? No, the Stone Guardians will take care of any spies, but you have an invitation. You'll be safe. What if I get lost? Just look around. The path is dark, but there aren't many branches. Just keep wandering and you'll find the way. Through the crypt, then the valley, then the tunnels. Stone Guardians? We don't have many people here. It draws too much attention. That's why the passages are watched by constructs. They're very powerful. You'll be safe, though. You're allowed to be there. If they make you nervous, just don't get too close. That's all for now. Thank you. Okay, then. Some food and bread. So, we need to deal with some guardians. This is fun, I bet. Antitia has been a ruin for many years, but these crypts are still fairly intact. You find tracks in the dust on the ground leading north. A lot of rubble has been cleared away to make a path. It's not quiet, though. There are guards. You can hear their heavy footsteps. They sound like rocks scraping along rock, very hard, leaving long ruts. Fooling Otho was easy. These guards might be too smart to fool. Or too dumb. Well, we'll find out soon, although it's probably best if I try to avoid them. Either way, we move through crypts. A stone sentinel gets close enough to detect you. It turns to face you and waits. You get out your invitation and wave it in front of the construct. There is a long, awkward pause. The statue looks at the invitation. Then you. Then back and forth a few times. And then it attacks you. Your disguise is good enough to fool humans, but alas, the statue can see right through it. Had a feeling something like that might happen. Alright. I guess we deal with destroying these sentinels. Which stunned me. How wonderful. And they call for help, which is even better. Okay, enough with the knockback, really. So when is this help going to show up? And of course he heals himself. Fortunately, I'm bloody tough. Unfortunately, so is this guy, which is making it— oh, goody! More stone sentinels. This is gonna make it a bit more irritating. Okay, so I'm going to need to carefully avoid these stone sentinels in order to deal with this. Antitia sentinel. Whatever, you know what I mean. At least I have some cleave, that helps. And I'm tough enough that these guys can't kill me. There we go. Oh, come on! Quit that healing! Seriously, it's really annoying. So is the knockback. Ow. Come on, deal with this guy already. Ow. Almost got him. One more. Of course that one healed. Okay, now I just need to deal with this guy. I know I don't need to take the gemstones, but I'm going to anyway. There we go. Alright. Grab the ruby, why not? And let's continue looking around. Try to avoid those if possible. This place is a bit of a maze. That might be where we're supposed to go through. Probably. So, you know what? I'm not going to keep exploring, I'm just going to go through. Said, you look around. There's nobody here, and you must be close to the meeting. You could drop the tracking crystal here. Keep looking for a good place. You're close to the meeting, but not close enough. You decide to wait and place the crystal in a more precise location. Possibly after we go through the valley. Which hopefully doesn't have more of these sentinels. Nope, it does. The trail to the meeting leads to another series of subterranean vaults. You suspect that this building was once above ground, but then the wind buried it under many years of dust. When you enter the hall, you feel dizzy. It's mental magic and powerful. You don't have trouble finding it off, but you are on your guard. Something powerful lurks nearby. After your time in the Temple of Velusa, the sensation is very familiar. Oh great. One of their gods is here. Didn't mean to use that. Right. Careful to avoid the patrols. This hall was once truly glorious. Now it's a ruin. Only one being lives here, as it has for centuries. One of the gods of the Tawon is standing in the center of the room. She is the shade of one of this nation's dead sovereigns. She stares at a moldy globe, centuries out of date, dreaming of her people's lost empire. You stay back in the shadows. Luckily, she hasn't noticed you yet. You are confronted by one of the gods of the Tawon. She is faint and erratic. Much of her power and sanity has faded in the centuries since her death, but she is still very powerful. Just being near her makes your teeth hurt. She floats toward you. The closer she gets, the more it hurts. You can understand why she is alone down here. The god of the Antidia ruins is very erratic. You! You come before the glorious god, the final savior of the Tawon. I am the one who saves our people when we are lost. See my glory, servant! Who are you? The faded god quivers in agitation. Who? Who? I am Sovereign Ahala, once your leader, now the source of true wisdom. I will forgive your ignorance. In return, I respect your worship. She looks at you expectantly. I am in awe of your power, mighty goddess. You do your best to make the sentiment seem sincere. Sovereign Ahala is pleased. Your worship is exceptional. You deserve aid. This is a time of great importance, great change. What do you want, mortal? Tell me about this place. This is Antidia. Once, when I was new, I was a great source of wisdom. This is my temple. So many came to see me. A small city grew around it. Then, things changed. But now I am being remembered. Humans are returning. My mortals, my people, they come to worship in the glory of this hall. Look how lovely it is. She sweeps her arm in a grand gesture, pitifully proud of this dank, crumbling ruin. Yes, it is glorious. Do not be shy. You are awed, and you should be, amazed by the glorious city just outside. It is all glorious, appropriate for a wise god of the Tawon. Who were you in life? I was a sovereign of the Tawon, the highest leader of my people, obeyed and cherished until my sad death in cycle 5883. That is over 400 years ago. I had so many worshippers. This was a city once. Then Delis came to me. Now I will rise again to glory. Where are your worshippers? They left. I had so many dreams for them. I demanded too much. They were weak and they left me. I was wasted and abandoned. Now that will all change. The Tawon Empire will reform. Delis came to you? He remembered when others forgot. He went to all the old gods looking for support for his glorious war. I offered these ruins to him. He has used them well. Soon Antidia will reform. The worshippers will flow to me again. I am sure of it. I ask your permission to depart. I graciously grant permission. I hope you return soon. I am eager to give my wisdom again, but my people have come slower than expected. You may go. You slip away before the strange creature changes her mind. Thank you very much. The chest containing an elixir of health. Something actually useful. Alright, let's try going down this way. Get through, get through, get through. Okay, we're good. Oh. You emerge into a small valley. At last you have found the meeting. There are campfires and groups of warriors everywhere. Most of the people you see are rough, dirty guards. The envoys they escorted here are somewhere else. You stand confused for a little while, trying to figure out where to go while not looking too conspicuous. Eventually a young woman notices you. She waves and walks toward you. The young Daramite woman greets you. Like Otho, she is pleasant and unarmed, dressed in simple homespun farm clothes. You aren't fooled, though. One look at her eyes tells you she is a very serious person indeed. She is also in a hurry. Hello, envoy. I am Aelia. I'm here to greet you, show you around, give you your quarters. I have little time. The great meeting is tomorrow, and everyone decided to show up late. So hand it over. She notes your confusion. The invitation, I need it. Are you in charge here? No, but let's pretend I am. I have plenty of responsibilities. That's why you shouldn't waste my time. Invitation. Here's my invitation. She takes Griffin's invitation and inspects it. Well, I've never met you, but I've heard what you tried to do. You're a true hero and your people will never know it. It is a hard time. Enemy soldiers are everywhere. They're raiding the Tawon at will now. How did you manage to get here safely? I came from the Baraza Woods. Good. It's still a wild land. The Pact hasn't completely crushed it yet. When we begin the new assault, we will look for ways to infiltrate the Pact through there. The meeting is tomorrow. I am very busy, but I can give you a brief tour of the ruins and take you to your quarters. I'd like to know more about you. Well, for one thing, I'm busy. For another, I'm very, very busy. Also, I'm busy. Long, heartfelt chats will have to wait. Suffice it to say, I grew up in this land. I saw what the Pact did to it. I will happily give my life to free us. Tell me about the meeting. It is about hope. The Pact has pushed the Farlands back, but we still have much power. We just need to reform the bonds that Avadon's spies have broken. Take heart, Kellum. Tomorrow the war begins anew. Can I see Delis now? Tomorrow. Our most honored diplomat is still preparing. Are we in any danger here? Aelia is genuinely amused. Danger? Well, there is nothing that the Pact and Avadon would like more than to find this meeting and slaughter every person here. Apart from that, no danger. Are you scared of danger? If so, you picked the wrong crusade. If they come, I'll stay and fight to the death. As will we all. The cause of freedom demands no less. Happily, I don't think it will come to that. Are you ready for your tour? I'm ready for my tour. Excellent. If you look around, you will see the guards of the honored envoys who have come to meet us. The important people are all waiting inside. Please, follow me. She walks off to the east. Of course. I will follow you shortly. I'm just going to look around a little bit. Maybe find somewhere I can leave this crystal. I could have dropped it before, but I'm sure there's another place I can leave it. There's got to be. There are a lot of people here, though. The warriors out here come from all over the Farlands and rebel territories. Their journey here was long and perilous, and they are exhausted. For now, they are keeping to themselves. You do manage to overhear some conversation. Here. Yes, it's blessed. A true enchantment. Saved my life when... Use the corruption? Don't even think about it. I've seen that place, and it's the worst. Haven't seen a single warborn. Are they even coming to the... Okay, then. The rebellion is done. The warriors of the Wildrim are fantastic, but they're never... Alright. She went to the east. I will follow shortly. Alright, I guess we have to follow now. There's got to be some place we can drop this crystal. Not sure where she went. Could be she went further east. Ah, she's over there. Then what's in this room up here? Chest with freezing bolt scroll. Well, it's something. Still nowhere it says I can drop the crystal. You realize that you're about to enter the meeting hall. You don't know when you'll be able to go outside again, or if you will ever see the outdoors again. As you walk by a pile of gravel, you discreetly drop the tracking crystal onto the ground. Then you step on it, burying it in the scree. Nobody is likely to find it. It will take a while for Avadon's raiders to find their way to this spot. When they do, however, they will be right outside the meeting hall. Well, there we go. There's the way to the meeting hall. Aelia is standing at the entrance to another imposing ruin. Its edifice has actually received a decent cleaning and some repairs. Delos wanted the true meeting hall to be as impressive as possible. It's not that impressive. You finally made it. Please, follow me inside. I'll get you a hot meal and a bed. Then you can be rested for the meeting tomorrow. She enters the hall. And even though we didn't do that much, I'm actually going to go ahead and end this episode here. A shorter episode, but we're going to have a lot happening in the next one. More than can really be fit in 5 minutes, I think. So this seems a decent place to pause. We dropped off the crystal, we've made our way through. We didn't do much exploration, but that's not a big deal. We're ready. So, next episode, we'll go deal with the meeting. Till then, I am Chester44, that is Gabriel, this has been an Avadon 3 Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.